everybody, we're back. It's been a little while since I updated, and I did say I was going to try and update more often, but I've been mega busy with this and just general life, 6 weeks holidays for the kids and all that. But still pressing on with this with Adam when he comes down to help, and on the evenings I'm on my own, just bodywork and prepping at the moment. But something exciting to show you up front in a minute since the last update, which I think was about 4 months ago. You can see the pickup's now moved from the rotisserie. Last time it was down on the subframes and rolling. So since then it's in here. It's now on a set of painting wheels at the moment. It's had some body prep and body work. The roof had some welding done, which got a bit too much heat into it, so we did warp it a little bit, but it's had bodywork and fill on that, and it's now got a couple of coats of high build just to work with for a guide coat. For I need to rattle can it black and then take out the highs and lows and work with that. Also since then, today I primed everything in here, and it's had a seam sealant just now. So tomorrow should be a couple of little tiny bits to rub down the filler where it just needs some like little pinholes in the filler and that. And then this is going into colour, which is Audi Nardo Grey, which the underside of the vehicle and engine bay is already done. And then without further ado, since the last update, all body work has been happening, but also, just get this off. There it is. So the 7-port head, the whole block has been fully stripped down. If you follow on Instagram, you would have seen that. It's been fully stripped down, fully degreased, put all the paint off the block, repainted, did the rocker cover, just to make it look neater. It's got a lot of MED internals, XT Piper cam, new followers. The head itself has got almost brand new stainless steel valves with titanium collets. It's also got AccuSpark distribution, electronic distribution, twin 40 DCOE Webers, MED, X-pin diff, race clutch, you name it, it's in there. So we've had it running, which I'll put a little video to right now. After that, you've seen that running. We've now got it in here, just mounted on the engine mounts at the moment, and literally painted the engine bay the other day just so we could get it in. Backmasked it now because obviously I'm working on the inside, but overall it's taken quite a big step in the last sort of 4 weeks, I'd say. The engine went in late last week, and the interior, I'm trying to work my way out of the car basically. So once the interior is finished, fingers crossed should be tomorrow, then it can be masked up and forgotten about, because the last bit I've got to do, it's been a bit of a nightmare job, as most, if you've done this on a van pickup estate with the same floor, trying to get back to bare metal. You can see the remainder of the old paint was just the last few bits. Now this here is blackened because it's actually been rust protected a little while back. So my next thing then, I think, will be to focus on this inside of the tailgate, get that painted. I can then get that masked up. Then finally it's the shell. But before we go any further than primer with the shell, we've got those two doors to reskin and make fit, because I know front edge on one and the back edge on the other needs a little bit adding to the skin just to get the gaps nice. And back in here, got the tailgate, which is a brand new heritage tailgate. Needs thinning down ever so slightly on the width, and that's partly due to the fact when way back when we built this, built it tight and also to an older tailgate which was a bit rotten, so the tolerances were a bit different to the new one, but there's nothing we can't sort. And there's a little bit of trickery in there as well for the tailgate lock. And then also got the fiberglass lid there which sits on here with gas struts, which I'll add some pictures of the, I can add some pictures of that and the engine build as well. Yeah, it was just really a quick update because it's been a little while since, and I'll try and keep more up to date as and when I can. But yeah, it should be back on its front wheels, drive shafts and everything are in here, so it should be going back on its wheels next week. Oil cooler there as well. This was all part of the temporary setup, that's why it's all sat there on the floor, and then there's various bits and pieces to go on there, but stuff like some original door switches, bits and pieces like that. Need to refurb the heater, got a new matrix without a metrics, however you say it, and then that can go in. Got the AN10 lines for the oil and AN6 for the fuel, which Adam's going to be playing with next week. And another reason for getting the interior done and painted is because then the pedal box can go in, which means the master cylinders can go on, the fuel lines, brake lines, clutch lines all be made up and finished. And then yeah, shouldn't be too long, but like I say, exterior wise is going to be the last bit to be done, because we need to make sure the doors and the tailgate fit, and I don't want to be painting a shell and then having to be super careful with everything. So it's easier in primer, because then if I need to I can always touch in the primer before we paint. But yeah, there it is. I'm hoping if all goes to plan, maybe 6 to 8 weeks all built up and done. Maybe be nice, wouldn't it? Get it done before Christmas, get it out on a dry day if we get some. But yeah, there it is. It just won't be too long now, so keep your eyes peeled. Take care.